Hi, I'm Deidre Hall. I play Dr. Marlena Evans on Days of Our Lives.
And I'm Drake Hogeston, and I play John Black on Days of Our Lives, and we are here
to answer your burning questions. Drake, we've got questions from the fans, and they would like to know what you thought of me the first time we met.
You know, I was in such a coma when we, well, see, first of all, I snuck around the back of Gower Studio and went into this one room, and I found a monitor, and I turned it on, and it happened to be everybody auditioning in front of me. So I got to watch everybody go in front of me, and I went, wow, she's really good, and she's cute too. And when I got out there, we started the scene, and the first thing I thought was, she's not only good, she's amazing, because she didn't do any of this with those other guys. And that scene just went and took off, and it was epic. And that's why I'm still here almost 5 years later.
It was interesting because everybody brings something different to it. And I thought, gosh, they're going to ask me at some point what I thought. So I need to kind of, be on my toes here and see what I think. And you were so clearly right for the part. And they said, okay, what do you think? And I thought, please think what I'm thinking. And I said, I think it was Drake.
Okay, we have a question here.
Yeah.
We have a question here. The question is, how can you tell when each other is having a hard time finding that line in the middle of a scene? Her eyes glaze over.
Like right now. Oh my gosh. Well, I may as well tell them, Drake is so well prepared that you rarely go up. Rarely go up.
I practice a lot, yeah.
Okay, these are a number of sort of one-offs for you. And the first one is, which of your co-stars would be the most fun to take a road trip with? Besides me, of course.
Well, I was going to say, we've done road trips, so we know how epic those are. But I'll talk about a little past experience that I was invited to go to South Africa with Galen and Ariane. And, there were some practical jokers there. I remember we were staying in this one place in Johannesburg in this hotel room, and it was like Michael Jackson had stayed in this hotel room. Everybody's all excited about it. And I got up in the morning, and I'd get a little workout in, and I had a ironing board out in the middle of my room, and I'm naked, and I'm doing my clothes, and all of a sudden, this woman walks right in. It's like, oh, geez, she's like, going to clean the room up. And I went downstairs, and I told Ariane, and Galen about this. It was like embarrassing and whatever. And next day, it happened again, and I went downstairs, and no, hold on. Galen Garrig.
Different housekeeping, but the same time every day.
Galen Garrig is the guy that goes up there and puts the clean my room up sign on the door and calls them and says, come in immediately and clean up his room. So anyways,
wow.
We just had a laugh a minute. That was a lot of fun. Yep. All right, Dee, we have a question for you here. And it is, what was the best part of working with your sister Andrea on the show?
The best part was living with her and sharing that whole life experience and having her fun. So going from a teacher to an actor and paying off her student debt, paying off her car. That's the craziness of acting and teaching. But there was an amazing moment when she was on the stand and she was being tried to see if she had her sanity. And I said, look, now, we've all been here, so I know the script calls for you to cry, but when you can't cry, don't go boo-hoo and put your face in your hands. Just go on as though you're upset, but you're not having to cry. No, I can cry. Yeah, okay, I know, you're a teacher. So when you get in front of the lights and everybody's there and you can't cry, then, just don't fake it. I can cry. So I stood off stage when that scene came up in the courtroom, and she was on the stand. And she began the scene, and she cried like a baby. I said later, how did you do that? She said, I've seen you do it. How hard could it be? And that's what twins are really
Sisters,
like.
Yes, twins.
That's it.
Nice. Who do you think Marlena's favorite child would be?
Gosh, you know what? The truth is that I think Sammy is the most interesting because she brings so much fire to everything she does. So every time Marlena is confronted with a Sammy moment, she knows it's going to be the big guns. And
Okay, so this is vicariously, you kind of enjoy all that hidden fire that is in you that they don't know about is kind of coming out in Sammy, but that's inside of you.
maybe that's
Isn't that it?
profound.
Yeah.
Because Marlena, you know, is lovely but a little subdued.
Until
And,
you close the door.
Until you, yeah. Thanks for saying that. I'm going to say Sammy.
Interesting. Interesting. So we have a question here, and it's kind of interesting. What is one trait that we admire about each other? Deidre is always on point on interviews. She has very succinct takes and is so articulate in the way she can describe, so colorful, and I could use a lot more of that, and I'll never get there. But that's what I really admire, the way your presentation and the way you're a representative of this show and of women.
I didn't imagine we would say that. Thank you.
I don't tell you everything. We have to have a
Clearly
secret
not.
somewhere.
One of my favorite things is your incredible kindness and openness and generosity. And you can't come into a room where you don't include everybody, make everybody feel seen and heard and appreciated. It's good working with you.
Love you.
Love you. You know, we both played for a long time such rich characters on the show. A question to you is, what legacy would you like to leave?
Team players. You're only as good as your last. In baseball, they always said you're only as good as your last game. You hit, you field, you run, you throw all by yourself individually, but you can only win as a team, and there is no I in team. And that is what I experience here. And if our legacy is anything, is that we would try to instill teamwork amongst everybody that comes in. In every scene, we practice, and we know that this person has the problem in the scene, so this is his person's scene. So I'm going to get up to bat first, and I'm going to get a base hit, and I'm going to be on first base, and Deidre's going to come up, and she's going to bunt him over like that, and then this person's going to come up and boom, knock that. Bases are loaded, they're going to knock it out of the park. And another thing, just that we're talking about here, as long as you are always emotionally attached to your character, and you can't wait to come in every day and show America what you have, and you're competitive enough that you want to be better than you were the day before, and you just keep that feeling. If we can impart that to the kids, that we're always excited every day we come in here, and thankful that we're here, that's if we can leave them with that and not talk too much. Go ahead, your turn.
It occurred to me as we're sitting here in the set with the Christmas lights up and all the decorations, that one of the things we do really well on this show is we keep people company, and especially during the holidays when
I know.
when nobody's coming by to see if you're there, and there's nobody to cut the turkey and hand you a present, and there so many people are so lonely in the world, and they're so, even now with the virus, they're so isolated, that what we bring to this world is a family they didn't have. And so you will always find us on Thanksgiving carving a turkey. And you will always find us at Christmas hanging the Christmas bulbs and opening gifts together and sharing the holidays with people who have no one but us to share those holidays with. And I think we do that the best.
Something to count on.